So, like I said, I hope y'all had enough. I hope everybody got what they wanted to get for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Got all your presents. I hope you got all your socks, drawers. Got all your presents. I hope Santa or whoever you believe in or whatever the hell y'all like. You know, niggas so crazy these days. I hope they brought you everything you wanted. You know what I'm saying? So currently we got Miss Goody Two Shoes in the building, aka Cassandra. She better be rolling up. I'm finna get situated. Shout out to Fam Bam. You know how we get down. No fingerprints. Roll me up something real quick. I ain't got no what's the name. I ain't got no drink today, y'all, for the New Year's thing. I'm chilling.
What's up, everybody? I'm still here, cause I'll be right back.
You good? We ain't all the way live. I'm waiting. And we got 1 minute and counting, and then we'll be on. So probably by the time you come back, we'll be on. So yeah, man, I'm just chilling, man. I gotta have your boy gotta have surgery, man. Next Friday, so I'm chilling on the drinky drink, man, and all that. You dig? I'm just gonna twist up a couple with y'all, talk some shit with y'all, and y'all know how we get out, man. Y'all gonna have to excuse the presentation. Sometimes it might jump back and forth. Because I'm down a monitor, man, for some reason, man. I gotta start. I hate shaking the cup, man. You know what I'm saying? But I might have to shake the cup on you niggas, man, and put that cash up out there and get these donations so we can get this show forward and get a little better, get some little better technologies and shit. If people like the show, you know what I'm saying? It'd be cool to donate, man. You know, something like that. I'm gonna figure out something. I'm gonna figure out some stuff that's gonna be dope for y'all to donate to get. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all donate something, um, it'll actually it'll actually be more than a donation. Y'all actually be purchasing merch, pretty much. Or when you donate, we just give you a certain merch pack or something like that. Something real fresh. That's the kind of shit I be trying to do, man. Like a nice sweater or bag or something like that. Um, Shit, who knows? Oh, cause we got this merch stuff going that we've been putting together um, for each one of these, for each one of our hosts on the show. Um, we're trying to get into doing a little merch for them, doing merch for everybody. So everybody who they like their favorite person or they like things that point of view. Cause I know a couple people, and I'm gonna say this right now. I be in them comments and I be looking at the stuff and I get feedback. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people missing Drib, man. So and Tony Spitz. So we gotta get y'all back. We gotta get y'all back situated. Hopefully, well, not situated. We gotta get y'all back here, back on the panel or back on the you know what I'm saying, back on the wheel. So, cause people been missing y'all. I've been getting what you call that, inquiries. Where Drib at? Where Spitz at? Where that OG Chicago nigga at? They say where that nigga at with Chicago with the other one who be on the face thing with you with the hat with the socks hat. Where that nigga, man? That nigga be on some shit. He know what's going on out there. That's what we saying, man. I'm just keeping it real, man. Just telling you what people be telling me. Folks, they watch the show, man. So we appreciate it, man. We appreciate all the love we y'all get, man. And as of right now, we are getting ready to go all the way live What is happening with y'all, man? What's good with it? You know what it is. Another episode of Talking Shit. Episode 45. We got Cassandra in the house. Your boy PG the Hustler. You already know what it is. I got word that Joey Buck's about to be trying to slide through, pop in. I know my boy Iceberg. I know he want to pop in. If he don't get to, I'm not sure if he on the road working or whatever. But if he don't get to popping in, man, we will. You already know. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see you on the next one. You already know we got the place. But this is the New Year's episode. I kind of want to just do a recap of the year, like kind of, and then just some other things, man. Just talk some shit, man. I don't know what's. I'm getting ready to ask, of course, Miss Goody Two Shoes, aka Cassandra. She in the building. I'm gonna ask her when she get back. I'm gonna ask her what's going on, what she think. There she go.
What's up, everybody?
What's happening?
How y'all doing? Y'all miss me? I'm
Yeah.
bad.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. People forgot, and I'm gonna just tell you because I've been talking, I've been airing, I've been letting it go. This all feedback, straight no chaser. People been like, I had somebody say, they was liking your energy on here, and then I was like, well, you don't remember the first episodes because it's a loyal list, a loyal watcher, and a loyal, dedicated viewer. Uh, I was like, well, you don't remember? She started from the beginning, from the first set when we had when we all before COVID, before we went to this digital, before we went to this, this virtual mode. Yeah, before we went that, we had the COVID, and they remember when Dre broke the chair at your crib on set. So they was like, yeah, that's her. Yeah, they was like, where's she been? I said, man, life and everything. That's how. That's just how it go, man. You know what I mean? Just life and hey, kids and
Hey, it's just
working.
like we talk funny shit, we talk real shit, we talk politics shit on here. You know what I'm saying? So life just hit a player. That's all. But real players get back up. You know what I'm saying? Dust yourself off. You know what I'm saying? And get back at it.
already, man. Well, I got a couple things ready and queued up, man. But let's start with the recap of the year. What is the and we're gonna go into let's leave Tory Lanez and the Megan Stallion for the last because we're gonna go into the other topic with that. So we know that's last on the list. That's number 5. Let's do a top 5 of this year. What the fuck is the top 5 talking shit, crazy ass moments like that had everybody talking shit, not just us on the show, but what is the top 5? Let's do the top 5, and Tory is at a court. Matter of fact, we gonna say Tory for number 1 because that is it. Because they talked about that from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. We finally got an ending to it. So let's start at number 5. What is the number 5? What is the 5th? Craziest thing you think we talked about?
Probably also politics. I'll say, Trump and how he, saying
like January 6th.
I know the Russia thing that was big for a moment.
The war and it's actually still going on.
Yeah, right, that's
actually still going on. So that's a good one. Number 5, we got number 5, Russia. Do. I might have to put some graphics on it there. Number 5, Russia. All right. So number 4. What's the number 4?
Number 4 be 2022 and shit.
Let's go. You know what number 4? I gotta put at number 4. Let's put at number 4 the billionaire millionaire debacle. This race. This I gotta go to space first. You gotta go to space. We cracking the atmosphere. We going over here. Remember, it was Tesla dude, the dude that make the Teslas, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. How about that? that going back and forth.
Mm.
How about
Like
that,
how
y'all? Huh?
is make killing themselves?
Huh?
You talking about how everybody like just killing themselves?
Man, hell no. I'm talking about them. The way they are going into that shit ain't never gonna change because we don't that they only bringing that shit up because we got all these different cameras and we got shit to it's a up forward it's a up forward society right now. That's why that's being brought to the light. But suicide's always been one of the leading causes of death and stuff like that, mental health and stuff like that. But when I'm talking about the billionaires, I'm talking about their race to superiority. Like they want to go into space first. They want to create this. They want to start blocking the sun. They want to do that. They want to get everybody under like they were saying Bill Gates and before Steve Jobs passed, like Bill Gates.
Blocking the sun.
Huh? Yeah, they was trying to be trying to block the sun and just different. They just fucking with shit. They just fucking with a lot of different shit. Like we just that's why I said y'all put down in the comments. This is for y'all. This episode is for y'all. Y'all put down in the comments, blow them bitches up. What the fuck do y'all be talking about? Like what? Like these things we talking about. How crazy is this shit? And how it had people talking all this year about that shit. This motherfucker Elon Musk buying Twitter. He just did that. Bought Twitter and they just suspend. Bro, I'm gonna tell you something. Listen, y'all. Listen. Weird shit. All I have never done anything on Twitter. All I have done on Twitter was advertise this show. Certain things on this show everybody don't like because we speak from the heart. We don't give a fuck. We don't hold, you know what I'm saying? We don't hold back nothing. So, and we don't care about being politically correct because shit, we ain't into politics. We ain't into politics. So I don't give a fuck about being politically correct. You feel me? So, only thing I have ever done was advertise show on Twitter. Why did I get a permanent ban on Twitter and it says that I cannot get back on Twitter at all? I have a permanent ban on Twitter. I wish I could show like the what's the name like real. I have a permanent ban on Twitter. I can't when I went to go try to advertise the show one day and it smacked right back at me and said, "You can't do this. You're permanently banned." And I was like, "Wow." I said, "Wow." So I don't give a fuck. Honestly, you know, he don't own YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We love YouTube. YouTube is a place where you can do what you want. You can get everything off your chest. You can. There go my nigga. There go cuz. Hey, there you go. Listen, this one right here is for that nigga Stizzle. This for Stizzle right here. This nigga been asking about you, man. There you go. Y'all see the boy?
Big Drib in the building.
Rafi Drib in the crib.
We can't hear you.
It'll pop up. Here, get it. What you on? You got your headphones in?
Yeah, I'm on my headphones on.
Okay, there you go. You better now. There we go, cuz. Rafi Drib in the crib. What's happening?
Hey, Big Drib in the building. What's going on, big cuz? Uh-oh. We heard you for a second. Can't
there
hear
you
you
go.
no
He getting it straight.
Been cracked. Oh my goodness.
He getting it straight. But shit, so just to fill Drib in real quick, we doing the top 5 of the year that had motherfuckers talking. At 5, we got the you know the top 5 topics that had motherfuckers talking shit. So at number 5, of course, we got the president, politics, bullshit like that. And we just got to number 4. Number 4 is the billionaires, Elon Musk, and all the moves they've been doing. We talk about Twitter and all that shit. And now we just arriving at number 3. What y'all think the number 3 most topic that was talking that motherfuckers talk shit about this year, like this whole year?
That Johnny Depp shit for sure.
Yes, Johnny Depp and Amber motherfucking Heard.
Yeah.
Amber Heard, the doo-doo bird. That's what I'm gonna call her as. Nigga, hey, did y'all? I'm on. Y'all had to watch that trial, and y'all will get that reference. Amber Heard, the doodoo bird.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, sweet.
Ain't she? So that's number 3, most definitely. Uh, and that was crazy how that came out. Everybody, if y'all don't know how that came out, of course Johnny won. I think they both end up having to pay a little bit of money to each other, so the shit offset or whatever. But he ended up having to pay. He ended up having to pay. I mean, he ended up having to give her something, and then she ended up having to pay that bread to him because she was full of shit and lying. Man, this bitch was just making up shit. She was violent as hell. She was just weird. She was stressing my nigga out. She was going ham on Brody, man. So that's how that shit ended up turning out. So we got 5, 4, and 3. Number 2, cause we saving Daystar for number 1, cause that's
That's
gonna roll us into the
Kanye.
show. So what is the number 2 most topic that was talked shit about this year?
That anti-Semitism shit, anti-Semitic shit. Kanye and Kyrie.
Oh my God, cuz hit him with a banger. That is it. That's it.
Look at that
When you
That
look
Kanye.
at
is it.
If you look at the meaning, if you look at the meaning of the word, it means the African descent. So how could anybody black be anti-Semitic?
Facts. Facts.
Them
I'm writing this
motherfuckers just
down because
got
I'm gonna
them,
make some what's now. I'm making graphics for this shit.
them motherfuckers just changed the whole meaning of the shit, trying to make it mean white, and it don't.
Right.
Y'all, I'll be
Facts.
right
And then and then see, this is the thing. And this is why I just said anti-Semitism and Kanye was number 2. And number 1, of course, is Tory with his punk ass. Cause niggas and that's only at number 1, and we gonna get into that and y'all you already know because that's only at number 1 because that took us all the way from last year to now, and we just got a whole motherfucking verdict. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers was talking about that shit throughout the whole year nonstop. So that's the only reason why we kind of placed that at number 1. So that list is definitely perfect, man. So back to the number 2 with the anti-Semitism, man. The anti-Semitism, Semitism, you know what I'm saying? That all of that, bro. That shit, that shit. The thing is, the root of it is that all throughout history they have teach you if you follow the right paths, if you follow the right, you know what I'm saying, the right hole. If you follow, they say going down the wormhole. But if you follow the right teachings and the right information about all this shit, you'll see that, and it's crazy. But they have always been totalitarian but sneaky. Like they do things to where they're in control, but they make it look like other people are in control. You know what I'm saying? And they will go around things, and they have erased total culture's history. Like, you know what I'm saying? They have tried to erase people's history and people's cultures and give them something that's not true as to what, you know what I mean? And I'm talking mildly right here. You know what I'm saying? Because we just got finished talking about my Twitter being banned for life. So I'm talking mildly about this shit. So yeah,
Oh,
so
white history.
huh?
It's the whole whitewashing of our history. They don't
Exactly.
want to know where we came from, or you
Exactly.
know what I'm
And
saying?
you only do that to control. If
Right.
if you take away somebody's background, their history, their heritage, and you take away what they are, who they believe in, what all their morals are. If you take if you take even they fucking food, if you take all that shit away, then they don't know. And they don't know who they are, and then next thing they're gonna do is search for whatever is out there. They're gonna search for what's given to them.
Right.
So that's how that motherfucking cookie crumble. If you don't know, now you motherfucking got a idea. And if not, go look that shit up. Go get some knowledge on that shit, man. Go get some knowledge on all of that shit. Go look up the word before you commenting and get to talking about and get to jumping on posts and shit talking about what's anti-Semitic and what's not. You know what I'm saying? Definitely go get some kind of understanding about what the fuck is really going on. You know what I'm saying? And what all that really means. Like Drib say, what that means. What's the word?
Right. You gotta look up the etymology and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To let you know like where the root words come from and what's their origin. You know what I'm saying? That'll break it down. That'll like what start breaking it down for you. It at least have you, intrigued to where you wanna search some more. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Most definitely. Cuz you over there whooping asses, putting kids to bed?
I ain't whooped no ass yet.
Not yet.
I ain't
I'm up.
whooped no ass yet, but I'm trying to put them to bed. What was number 4? Shit.
Number 4 was the billionaire race.
Yeah. I'm sorry again, but he just kind of stop getting up. All right, yeah, I'll be right back.
My cousin, she said, I'm sorry again.
About what?
You ain't hear the baby? You ain't hear the baby just pop up? She said, I'm sorry again. Cause the oldest one over there taking care of the other ones, the little two. So they over there kicking it, man. We had a fun time, man, over at cousin's house, man. With the what's the name for Christmas, man. What you do for Christmas, Drip?
Shit, I ain't do shit, man. I was lightweight sick. I just was made up.
Damn, yeah, I remember we were supposed to link up and shit. When you said that shit, you was like, I'm fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it wasn't the vid, was it? Just a little flu and shit, a little cold.
Yeah, blues type shit.
Hell yeah, I'm glad you better, my nigga.
Yeah.
We got a link before next week, man. I got surgery next Friday.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, so we got a link before that so I can get some shit because I'm gonna be, when I'm down, I'm gonna be fucked up. I'm gonna be in the hospital for like 2 days.
Okay, yeah.
And then when I come back, it's gonna be a long ass road, like three days to 3 weeks to walking, and then 3 months to another surgery or some shit, or 3 months to heal, like type. So crazy shit, man. But anyway, number one, the most talked about shit all fucking year. The shit that everybody was talking about. I don't give a shit if you was white, if you was black, if you fuck with hip hop, if you fuck with rap, if you fuck with gangster shit, if you listen to auto tune, if you like OG, old hip hop, old school. I don't give a fuck what you like. You had an opinion on this situation here. And of course, as y'all heard us already say, this is Mr. Daystar, Tory Lanez.
Mr. Lanez.
Tory Lanez. They
Hey, and it
came
ain't even
back.
just this. It's all. It's like it's the whole hip hop and people just dealing with court shit too. Cause that Young Thug shit that was talked about most of the year. Then that happened roughly about the beginning of the year
Yeah,
too.
I don't know when that happened. I gotta get when that happened,
Yeah.
Drip.
No, shit, we could have been done 2 or 3 months ago.
Huh? What'd you say, cuz?
We talked about that about 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, like 2 or 3 months. Yeah, yeah. That kind of
Yeah.
was like that. Kind of was towards the end. That kind of was towards the end, um, but yeah, just I mean, rappers in court, yeah, rappers and all that shit. They always gonna try to hit niggas with the Rico, and we got some new shit where, what I'm probably gonna touch on next week. They tried to hit my dog TSF. They tried to hit TSF fan with the Rico too now, but see, the
Mm.
thing is, they doing bullshit because they're getting this shit illegally. Uh, they like obtaining shit, obtaining information illegally. Getting scary niggas to snitch, but they really don't got no evidence. But these niggas taking Alfred pleas and shit.
Ghana.
Mm-hmm. You feel me?
We already said Ghana was gonna snitch.
Alfred. Alfred.
Oh,
The,
We already said he was gonna snitch. He did too.
yeah. So, I mean, but so as everybody know, just to get back on subject, after everybody know, man, they came down, they convicted Tory Lanez, they found him guilty of shooting Meg the Stallion. And yeah, it sounds crazy, but it's not so cut and dry as everybody thinks.
Yeah, because he said, because remember when he talked about that, where the dude was there, he told the whole story and said he was not the one who pulled the trigger. He said
Exactly.
it was his. He said, "Oh, girl pulled the trigger. Her best friend."
mm.
Exactly. So, and this is the thing. The only reason, and let's get into that. I'm glad you brung that up because that's the exact point that I want to talk about. The only reason, and this is sad as fuck. This is part of the railroad system. This is how the railroad was built. The only reason why they have to get Tory and why they're going to get Tory or why they've convicted Tory mainly is because okay, if me and you aiming at somebody or I'm you aiming at somebody, I'm trying to stop you from doing whatever, and in the midst of us tussling or us me trying to grab the gun or reach for the gun, you fire the gun.
And that's why I hit his
Then
foot.
but well right, but hold on, that's not even right there, cuz I feel you, but that's not even significant. What the reason why he's going to jail is because when the police came to Kaylee first, or whatever her name is, she took immunity for her statement. Immunity means that she cannot be charged with anything involving this case because she willingly gave information. This is how the court system works. This is how it works. So if us three involved in a situation, you do something, say Shannon do something, but we all was there.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon do something, we all charged, but I snitch and say I'm gonna give you my statement, but but it's a deal got to be made. I need immunity. I'll give you my statement. I'll tell you everything that happened that night. I'm not, and this is definitely out of my character, but I'm just saying, if one of us was to say that, I'll give you everything. What happened? Just I need immunity, and
Mm.
and the prosecutors and the people who's trying to the district attorney and they take that and they say, okay, cool, we'll take your immunity for in exchange for everything that you know about that your statement written down and everything. Then there's no other parties that can claim immunity because somebody has to be charged. So whether or not I was involved a little bit or a lot, I'm getting charged,
They
or Shannon's
saying
getting
it's
charged, and that's
because
why.
they say I heard somebody say it was because he basically dropped the label, so the label trying to get back at him. Like since he claiming, like he got independent rights or whatever to his music stuff. So like the labels or whatever, they trying to basically like set him up.
That
Man,
might be part
sometimes cuz
of
they be out they rabbit ass mind. Cause let me tell you something.
it.
This
I
whole
heard that
situation, I'm gonna take
I
this
guess.
back to Boondocks, cuz this whole situation is just some straight up nigga shit. Sometimes people don't need help destroying themselves.
Just messy.
Sometimes people don't need help destroying themselves. The record label know that. The label don't need Tory Lanez. He is not a
Well,
like
so
like
it
Megan
was like
said. He ain't popping.
I guess he wasn't supposed to say nothing at the beginning when it all went down. And since he was talking his shit, they like, oh, since you talking shit, you basically, you know what I'm saying, now you finna go down for it.
Now yeah, but the label don't need him like that. The label don't need to they don't need the
But the
proposition to
person
fail
has
him. He
to
failing himself.
label or something. I'm just saying what I read. What
Yeah,
I
I hear it, but you just remember, man, all that shit out there, people get paid off of what they off of their opinions and shit they put together. A lot of people get paid off of that shit.
it's public records that she made an annuity.
Immunity, yeah. Hell yeah, that's in the court. That's in the fucking what's her name. She has immunity because she gave her statement.
That's interesting.
That's the truth. That's what people do when shit goes down and motherfuckers are scared. That's what they do. They take the first thing that they can get.
That's interesting though. I ain't never heard of immunity.
You haven't? Go on and Google that shit when you get there. When we get done, shit interesting. But old girl she had immunity because she gave up her statement, which is crazy, man. So let's check this shit out, man. Let me see. Oh, slot. Oh, going into that, I'm gonna put this up because this what Cuz wanted to. This what Cuz wanted to. So I ain't gonna play it just cause we gotta have our own what's the name. But don't you know, cuz this nigga Young Jock and what's that little nigga name? Remember the little nigga Shawty or whatever? Comedian dude from Atlanta. These niggas bet that if Tory Lanez, if he was found guilty, that they would shave their hair.
Now they got to.
Shave their heads. Look at that nigga bald, ski bald, nigga.
Yeah, I cried. He now you talk about a motherfucker who tried to stay relevant by any means.
Bro, I can't stand that nigga shenanigans, bro. He always finds something, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
Always. And that shit be so fucking goofy, man. But yeah, y'all see the boy up there. He had to go ahead and knock his shit off, man.
He's no stranger to crazy's hairstyles anyway.
No, he's not. So that's just some of the things that he do to stay relevant.
Right.
And y'all know that. So on to this one.
Spray did at Crystal Beach.
Wherever y'all at. I hope it's better than here.
Guys, we gonna play this Kenneth Copeland video where he get pulled up on by Inside Edition.
Who? You said Kenneth Copeland? Who?
Kenneth Copeland. You said it right.
Okay.
Those large lumps of snow are vehicles. This house.
This is what Cuz wanted to talk about. The weather out here, the airlines.
Yeah, the weather outside is frightful. So stay in the house.
Ooh, look at that topping up of the gas thing.
They talking about some 4 feet of snow. I'm 5'5". I only got about that much.
Look at that shit right there, boy.
It's just been a horrible, the worst type of storm you can imagine. And you have my deepest condolences on behalf of the people of Erie County for the loss of a loved one on Christmas Day.
In the house. You should have stocked up before it came down.
You bought me a trash bag.
Wow.
Look,
Yeah, so
I
y'all
signed
stay inside, like Cuz said.
up to 4 inches.
Man,
I
that
can't
is
believe
nuts.
that 4 feet somewhere in the country.
Well, you already know it's coming here next. It's coming this way.
I hope it ain't 4 feet now. Don't give me that.
Well,
Nah,
I think that was the story we just had.
it was. It was the one we just had.
But New York up there dealing with some 4 feet. Like they
They
yeah,
heard that
stuff
water.
they reporting deaths out there.
That was actually a couple days ago. So this shit, if that you see this warm front that hit, so I bet a lot of that
Yeah,
shit done melted up. But
they
yeah,
scared
that
that
was
when it
bad.
start melting that it's gonna start flooding.
They buy that water, and then with that wind blowing like that,
Yep.
Yeah.
man,
They
I
scared
seen
that it's gonna
hey,
flood some shit.
somebody on my Facebook went out and threw a cup of water outside on Saturday.
Uh huh.
Like just threw it because the wind was blowing real hard, so they just threw it up in the air.
Right.
Nigga, that shit turned to snow immediately. Soon as she threw, it was a boiling hot cup of coffee water. She threw that shit in the air. That shit turned into snow and blew away.
Hell nah.
So that's why they got it like that in New York. They right on that water.
Right. Yeah. With all that shit swirling around and
Cleveland probably bad too.
huh?
Cleveland probably had it bad too.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, and parts of Detroit, cause that's them lakes, all the lakes.
Lakes.
Yeah, we just ain't that bad where we at. We ain't that bad because of how we is. We are high. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We all right. But that shit crazy though, man. Like we had the snow. We had a little blowback from that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we definitely did. So, man, y'all stay bundled up, man. Stay situated. Stay in the crib if you can. If you got to. If you got to do some shit,
Nothing
go
worse.
somewhere.
Yeah. That wind chill would have gave you frostbite in 30 minutes.
Yeah, yep.
Relief
I
from
heard.
the federal government as part of a year-in funding bill. The capital city will be getting $600 million. The
So
money is
this is
emergency for funding
my
for
boy
water
Iceberg.
infrastructure
This was
projects.
his
The
topic
projects
over
would be
here. This
administered
is
by Ted Hennepin,
everybody's
who
New
is a
Year
third-party manager who was
topic.
appointed by the EPA. Senator Roger Wicker says that he intends to vote in favor of the bill. Congressman Benny Thompson says he looks forward to voting yes on the bill, saying in a statement, quote, "I am proud to support the $600 million that will be included in the omnibus bill to help Jackson, Mississippi," end quote.
Yeah, so he on point with it.
And Fred Martin.
And then let's see, cause they passed it. So let me go. Cause we want to
Numbers
get
move
some
you,
info on
but
how
some can stop you in your
on what they
tracks.
did or however it went. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give a little bit of clarification on it,
The
y'all.
House just passed that
check this out.
$1.7 trillion omnibus spending bill, narrowly averting a government shutdown. The bill now goes to President Biden, who says he will sign it. This means the government will stay open through the end of September. It includes an overhaul to election laws and an attempt to prevent another January 6th, as well as military funding and emergency aid to Ukraine. Let's bring in NBC's Ryan Nobles on Capitol Hill. And Ryan, give us the latest from the House. How did this vote finally all come together?
Well, it was a lot of negotiation between both the House and the Senate, really over the past couple of months. This was a spending bill that was set to eclipse in September of 2022, and both members of Congress on both sides of the aisle basically just pushing this decision off until the very last minute. We were in danger of a government shutdown at midnight tonight if they were not able to get this over the finish line. And in fact, the margins are so tight that in addition to passing this massive omnibus spending bill, they also passed a short-term continuing resolution just to give enough time for the $1.7 trillion bill to process, just to get through all of the traps that it needs to before it can be enacted into law. But President Biden is expected to sign it, so that will avert any problems. And, this was something that was negotiated by two outgoing members of the United States Senate, Patrick Leahy of Vermont and Richard Shelby of Alabama. It is a bipartisan bill. It enjoyed a number of votes in both the Senate and the House from Republicans, but the vote in the House largely along partisan lines, as, of course, Republicans set to take control of the House next year, and they have vowed to not allow this level of spending in the new year. That, of course, could lead to some conflict as we get closer to September. But as of right now, the Congress avoiding any type of government shutdown ahead of the holidays. And I have to tell you, Aaron, this place was buzzing about 5 minutes ago. It is now completely vacant as these members are ready to get out of town to start to celebrate the holiday.
Yeah, I'm sure there were sprints out the door. All right, Ryan Nobles, thank you, and happy holidays to you.
So I don't know. That's like a 1 trillion something. I think the what's the name is in there too.
Did that just say that they passed? The House passed $1.7 trillion to go to Ukraine?
No, you misunderstood. You misunderstood. It's an omnibus bill. It has a lot of things in it. It is some support for Ukraine, but it's not the whole bill. $600 million goes to Jackson, Mississippi water crisis. Which that's big. You know what I'm saying? That's to fix the water crisis, and then the rest of it, of course, goes to, some of it goes to us. I think it's gonna be some more stimulus is going out. Some shit on the taxes, some shit on our taxes this year. Infrastructure. There's a lot of things in that omnibus. You gotta actually go look and see what's all in that bill. And I'm glad you asked that question, because this is giving a lot of other people education on it that don't know what it's really about. So no, it doesn't all go to Ukraine, but there is a portion of it that is going to help fund them and aid them in what they got in their defenses and what they got going on. Because if I'm not mistaken, they are part of our I think it's NAFTA or something like that. They did end up getting in at the last minute, or they made an emergency to where they got in some kind of way or something like that. But yeah, they are protected. You know what I'm saying? We look out for them. They're protected. So I'll get the specifics on that. Don't get me up here to being on here telling the wrong information. The motherfuckers running with what I'm saying. So let me get the correct information on that part, and then we'll come back and I'll give you all the answers on that shit. You know what I'm saying? But all of this stuff, you could, anybody out there, y'all can just look up the omnibus bill, look up everything that it entails. If I ain't mistaken, it got all the way stuff. It got stuff all the way down to how we locally just passed what is that, issue 10 or something, where we gonna be policing the police, and our the Jalen Walker thing passed and all that. I think money for that is in that omnibus bill too. So things like that are in bills like that, and President Biden said he's gonna sign it regardless. Both the Democrats and the Republicans, all parties agree and sat at the table on this. You know what I'm saying? And they all got things that they all got things in there. They all got a fucking foot in the pot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's something that was needed too. Because shit, we print the fucking money.
Right.
The hell, shit. So y'all know that kind of shit though.
I was gonna say all that money bet not go to Russia. Not even half of it.
I'm sleep, cuz she ready to get fired up, cuz you see that?
Oh, speaking of Russia, we ain't talk about that. Speaking of Russia, another topic that we ain't touch on that was a big issue this year was that Brittany Griner shit.
Oh, you know what? That needed to be in there too. You right, Brittany Griner, and she is home, and I don't know what's going on. I keep seeing some clickbait on my phone about sad news of Brittany Griner family and all this and all this and all that stuff she going through, and I'm like, I don't know, because if she home, I think she should be happy. She was just home she got home in time for Christmas. You know what I mean?
Well, they probably fucking with her because they made that deal and let that notorious arms dealer out for
Right.
her like they did that trade. So you know they probably fucking with her about that.
Right.
But it's not her fault.
They should have never let him out anyway.
Right. But
Right.
see, like we was talking about too, I think we touched on it like a couple episodes ago. That dude, that terrorist, he was an arms dealer. He's a notorious arms dealer, but all that really means is that nigga went to jail for selling guns. And you know what I'm saying? I know he was big, but as far as connections and him being able to move, I don't think nobody moving with that nigga right now. Ain't nobody fucking with that nigga. He ain't got no connections. You know what I'm saying? He ain't pulling no strings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't. It just don't feel like he pulling no strings out there to where we gotta worry about. Oh, they let this nigga out. Oh shit.
Yeah.
My only thing is, my only thing is because you know what I'm saying, like Trump might got the strings. You know what I'm saying, like so if he an arms Russian gun dealer or so, you know he's some infamous somebody. You know what I'm saying, that Trump and Putin is cool or some shit. You know what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm just like maybe he do got some strings. Or maybe them strings is in tying. Or maybe, you know, somebody making the strings now. I don't know. It should, you know, anything can happen. I don't just trust motherfuckers. Like, why would y'all let this this criminal out for this innocent person? That's kind of how I look at it. Like, y'all let a whole life criminal out for an innocent bystander.
Yeah. Speaking of Trump, they didn't finally impeach him.
Yeah.
And how do that fucking work? He ain't even in office no more.
Because that it took this long for all of this trial and the
That mean he
January
can't. That
6th
mean
and all that shit.
that mean that he can't run. He can't run when it's time for
Well,
running.
it brings his chances down. I don't think we got to look that up. You
Once
might be
you're
able to run.
once you're impeached, you can't run for president no more. I do think that that's one of them rules of presidency. It ain't a whole lot of rules to being president, but I do think that's one of them.
Oh, it's a couple. But that might be one of them. I mean that if so, that's a good thing. But then again, it really kind of don't matter because he has raised up and bred a whole generation full of fucking assholes and Trump
He
supporters to
he
where
just
he
he just
probably could
knows
put
that
somebody
too
else's
together.
face up there and he could be running. Now he got strings. You
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Let's just put that part out there. He got strings.
I just feel like
And a
all
lot
he
of them.
did was raise awareness to a problem that people try to sweep under the rug. You know what I'm saying? Like racism has always been an issue, but we always overlook it. We always because of the accomplishments, but he really just brought them people like out of the mud for real. Like, yeah, here I am. Like, here I am. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think we should celebrate our accomplishments more, and then they can just distinguish themselves, hopefully, and because what like you know if we just focus in on the brighter side of things, but yeah, he do got strings. That's what I said. He do got strings.
Uh,
So
I
it's
think for real it was just a simple
like
fact
this criminal, this
they
well
were so
known.
happy. I think it was just a fact that they were so happy that it was a white man back in office that they had made Gary Owens seem like he was racist.
Well, that
Probably, hey, but see this. You know what else though? what I take from that shit, man, is that what I did was I watched and see this goes like, man, listen. This go all the way back to the them and the they and all of that. Like, I don't know who they is, the mysterious. Remember how the Wayans used to be like the man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, we thought that was funny back in the day, but they really was telling us some shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like this goes back to them having puppeteers. So Trump is a puppet. So what happened is Trump, everybody knows Trump got money. But deep down to his core, Trump is a lowlife. He's a scumbag. You know what I'm saying? He's a piece of shit. So all of the people out there that were scums, low lives, scumbags, pieces of shit. You know, then you got your racists, you got your neo Nazis, you got all these motherfuckers. That gave them a voice because they looked inside that man. Like Cuz said, like what's the niggas Dave Chappelle said, and they looked inside that man when he lied to them motherfuckers on TV, straight up, and told he told what the fuck was going on. I don't use the system because it's broken, because I use it when I want to, and y'all do too. Y'all won't get me on it because y'all use the motherfucker too. Everybody shut up. You know what I'm saying? Because these are motherfuckers who will say whether it's ignorance or whether they are, have points to prove. They say what's on their mind. They don't think about the repercussions. You know what I'm saying? He's one of these kind of people. You know what I'm saying? Just like Kanye. You know what I'm saying? The shit that he be doing. But see, the thing is, you got to listen to what they saying. Not every single thing, but in lies what they saying. And it's some truth in that. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of truth. So when he gave these scumbags and lowlives, when he gave them ammunition, he gave them heart. He pumped them up. You know what I'm saying? Every one of them little speeches and all that shit. Look in the crowd. Look at them people. Them people look dusty, rusty, musty, and crusty. They nasty. Like they fucked up and they thought they was, oh, he's our leader. He with us. He cares about us. And that man don't give two shits about y'all. He used y'all for y'all's votes. And so y'all will come out. He used y'all just to do what y'all would do. Fight for him, sit up there, hold him as a martyr, hold him up high, sit there and become basically his army. And what he tried to do, y'all probably gonna be mad at. He tried to push his army on them to change everybody's mind.
Y'all probably gonna be mad at me for saying this, but he the best president that I've been alive for.
Why? Because he was honest and as he was entertaining as fuck.
Man, he had the money going around this bitch. It's fucked up now. He had the stimulus is gone. Niggas was getting PPPs. Niggas was getting them PPPs. Man. Shit, America was great again. Shit, he did well on his promise. Shit.
Hey, that's what niggas said about Reagan. That we was kids, but that's what niggas said about Reagan. You know that, right?
Oh, because he had the coke. He had the dope coming in,
boy. Nigga, the streets was happy when Reagan was president. What?
Yeah, but he only did that shit just to destroy the black community too at the same time.
Yeah, the CIA did. Yeah, the CIA with that. Yeah, you already know. That's them facts. All facts. You know what I'm saying? But no, we ain't mad at you for saying that shit, nigga. That's the truth, nigga. That's your truth, nigga. That's for real.
That's how he dismantled the Black Panthers for real.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Just how the CIA dismantled the Black Panthers with that shit like that.
Yep. You ain't lying. That's the same type of shit. The same
that's just
type
how
of shit, man.
Remember the movie? That's just how the movie ended.
Mm-hmm.
With Ezell.
Yeah.
With Ezell was about to have that loan coming in.
Yep. Hell yeah. That nigga said Ezell. Yep.
Rest in peace,
yeah, rest in peace, AJ Johnson, man.
Man, what's so crazy is I was watching that Martin. They said You Go Girl came from Ezell.
Oh yeah. That was on the
Yeah,
on the reunion thing, huh?
yeah, that's what they was like. Where you get that from? He was like, man, Ezel kept saying it on the house party set, and we just ran with it after that.
Right. And then when he got to Martin, when he got to the show, it got real big. It blew up.
Yeah.
Yep, that's crazy. And then they flipped it to "You Go Boy." She was saying that to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Yeah, that nigga man was a pioneer in his own right, man. Hey, nigga, you know what else come? You know what else come from him
Yeah.
too? Well, him and Robin Harris, but you know what else come from him, right?
What?
When we was young and motherfuckers used to be like, follow the drip, follow the drip. That was him that Robin Harris was talking about, remember?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, follow the drip, follow the drip.
Yeah, for sure.
That nigga was looking crusty as hell, that jig. Man, rest in peace, my nigga AJ Johnson, man. For sure, man. Hey, man. Well, let's just get a couple of these in, man. Let's move on. I ain't know about this. This is a 10-minute one. Let's breeze through this and see what's cracking.
This is your last chance
We
to
can
save
what's the
big.
name and comment on this one as we go and talk some shit. You know what I'm saying? I just want to hear the main.
And to the remainder.
Let's see.
Now, the
Young
state
Thug
is also
co-defendant
indicating-
sentenced after
also
pleading
indicated
guilty.
that upon the initial trial of the case, provided you comply with the special conditions as outlined in sections B, C, D, F, and I of section 3, that you should be able to withdraw your guilty plea in terms of that count. And the state will null process that count. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You also agree that you'll
He tried to get his guilty plea
all
took
the
back.
terms of the negotiated agreement. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you fail to abide by any term of this agreement, it could constitute a violation of this agreement.
Yes, Your Honor.
You shall testify truthfully about all matters related to this case, upon which you're questioned in any trial or judicial proceeding stemming from the facts in this indictment. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
In accordance with testifying truthfully, you acknowledge each and all of the statements contained in the defendant's factual acknowledgement section of this agreement are true. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you agree that you'll testify truthfully about each statement contained within the defendant's factual acknowledgments, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You shall possess no guns unless your right to do so is restored.
Yes, Your Honor.
You shall commit no criminal acts, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you shall submit to random drug screens as designated by the Department of Community Supervision or any agency designated by the court in this case. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you test positive for any Schedule 1, 2, or 3 drug, within 30 days of that positive test, you'll undergo drug rehabilitation as designated by the court or the Department of Community Supervision. And you have to successfully complete that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you relinquish any Fifth Amendment right relating to any statement contained within the defendant's factual acknowledgments of this plea agreement.
Yes, Your Honor.
Wow.
You
That's
also
big.
agree to abide by a curfew from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. unless you're otherwise working, in school, or an emergency arises.
Yes, Your Honor.
So that means if you work the second shift or the third shift, as long as you let probation know, it wouldn't be a violation of your probation. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You also understand, I understand you have minors, so you got to take your kid to a doc in a box, or you have something to check on your mother or whatever else. That won't violate your probation, but if they catch you someplace you're not supposed to be, you'll be back having a very uncomfortable conversation with me.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And then you can't have any contact with any co-defendants on this indictment except through attorneys, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about your sentence, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Right, or Miss Love, any clarifications on the court's entry of sentence or defense entry of plea?
No, Your Honor, not on behalf of the state.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Then that will be the sentence of the court. Mr. Chamberlain, anything? Okay, all right. Good luck to you, sir, okay?
All right. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
very welcome.
Get out. Come on. Bye-bye. Judge, is that?
Each and all the terms of the negotiated agreement, is that correct?
Yeah.
Now, the state is also indicating, your attorney has also indicated that upon the initial trial of the case, provided you comply with the special conditions as outlined in sections B, C, D, F, felon previously convicted of a felony using. All right. I'll note the indictment's been signed, the plea has been entered. Mr.
Trying to
Sledge,
find
based upon the
exactly what he
responses that
got.
you've given during the court's inquiry, I find that your guilty plea is freely and
Probation.
voluntarily entered. I find a factual basis for your plea. I'm going to accept your plea as tendered and as negotiated. To count 1, conspiracy to violate the Racketeering Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, this court will sentence you to 15 years to serve on probation. As it
15
pertains to you in
years.
count 30, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, previously convicted of a felony involving the use or possession of a firearm, OCGA 16-11-133. This court will sentence you to
So this
15 years
this nigga just got 15 years probation basically, and then was all what y'all heard the judge reading was his conditions of the probation.
Yep.
Man, did you see that video where they was watching that? I think it was Young Thug fucking some bitch.
Yes.
I cried,
And
man.
the noise at the end, bro.
Yeah, when he skeeted, like, yeah.
Bruh.
The judge was looking so disturbed.
Yes. The You ain't seen that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Let me
That
see.
shit funny as hell, man.
In the group chat.
Huh?
Somebody shared it in the group chat.
Yeah, that's what I said, bro.
Yep, that's what. Yep.
Yeah, I cried, man.
Let me see what it say.
I said, oh, hell no. I said, but it's so funny, though. It was funny to me because I'm like, he literally listened up until the end and was like, okay, that's enough. Like, you.
Somebody said, let me see. This funny. I gotta hear what they say. I gotta hear what this. I gotta hear what these motherfuckers right here say. With the I want to hear this.
Order in the court after pornographic
With like
images
news.
disrupted several Zoom sessions in court earlier today. Tonight, Harris County officials are trying to find out how it happened and how to keep it from happening again. KPRC2 investigator Bill Spencer live outside the Harris County Criminal Court building in downtown Houston. Bill.
Well, Keith, it was back in 2020 that Harris County began doing these Zoom court hearings that to keep people from having to come down here in person. Well, now you have this phenomenon called Zoom bombing, where hackers try to splice their way into your Zoom signal. That appears to be exactly what happened here today.
It was something
Wow.
that nobody expected to see, and different.
After 22 years of working with defense attorney, Fred says what happened inside several courtrooms at the Harris County Criminal Justice Center this morning at 9:45 was at the same time shocking, disgusting, and totally unexpected. He says with the judge on the bench, lawyers in court, staff, and approximately 50 people in the courtroom, right in the middle of the docket call, instead of a lawyer or defendant popping up on the large Zoom video screens, up popped an incredibly disturbing video, filling not one, but 3 giant video screens located throughout the courtroom.
All of a sudden, just like a renegade video popped on, these 50-inch screens. It was very disturbing. It was a very disturbing porn video. Very disturbing.
So shocking were the images, Tyler says, that the entire room full of people just seemed to be dumbfounded by what was flashing before their eyes.
It was gasps. It was covering our mouth. It was, oh my God. It was, what the, probably 20, what the?
Harris County court officials sent KPRC
And then he
to
was like,
investigate
I seen this one.
Tonight, confirming what happened. It reads, several Harris County courts at law experienced Zoom bombing, or unauthorized screen sharing of explicit images during the daily docket this morning. The incident has been referred to the Harris County Sheriff's Office Judicial Threat Unit. Court officials say this is the very first incident of Zoom bombing since Harris County began holding Zoom video court proceedings back in 2020.
I'm fucking sleep.
And I cried.
That is ridiculous, dog.
That is silly.
Let's see here, man. Let me get back to on a lighter note, man.
I tried.
That's funny. Any of y'all got something to say about that crazy ass shit?
Oh, so that wasn't even part of the case. That's just somebody just hacked their shit.
I don't know, man.
Nah, they let that shit play.
They tried to make it seem like it was what's the name Zoom bombing.
He was here fucking this bitch at the time of the crime. Look.
Probably so.
I don't know. That's how. Hey, who knows? All I know is funny as hell. But how that clip was narrated, it was that it was going on. That's that they was looking at that shit for evidence, as evidence or something. That's how it was put. But who knows? Like we was just talking about, motherfuckers. What we just say, cuz before this shit at the beginning of this whole show, motherfuckers will get famous off of their opinion, off of lying or saying some motherfucking bullshit, saying what they think, or saying some goofy shit and making it spread because they got followers, making it stick and saying some goofy shit, making it fit. You know what I'm saying? So that shit corny as hell. But that's funny as hell that they did that for that. And now that it's a Zoom bombing makes it kind of even funnier why they playing. So if it really is a Zoom bombing, that's fucking hilarious. Cause I thought it was like me and Tris. I thought it was supposed to be Thug, and then it just said that damn noise at the end.
Yeah, dog.
Hey, but dude's face though, new, it was.
Yeah, that motherfucker was turning pink in the face and shit.
Yo, that shit was hilarious. His whole face was hilarious, man. But
Thug's face was hilarious too.
Yes, Thug's face. Yeah, everybody in the courtroom face. That shit was yeah. Like he said, the gas. That shit. He said it was gas. Then it was covering our mouths.
Anyway,
that shit funny.
What are your goals for 2023? Let's keep it pushing.
Nah, we ain't doing that corny shit, man. We ain't doing no goals shit. People do that shit. Hey, if you got some goals, this is what we doing. If you got some goals, do that shit, accomplish that shit, and show and prove. Fuck all that. Motherfuckers at the first, all that solution shit, all that resolutions and shit, and all that. Motherfuckers be giving them resolutions out, and they quit in February. Give them out January 1st, and them motherfuckers be done in February, March.
Nah, it's called accountability. Get with it.
Check this shit out.
Goal, you gotta be accountable to achieve it. And that's not just for no New Year. That's for every day. Shit.
No, I feel it, but that ain't what, you know what I'm saying? We could let them.
I was just trying to smoothly change the topic.
You trying to, yeah, but we got topics to change too, cuz, you know what I'm saying? You gotta let everybody else get their statement out. You know, just because it's something you don't want to hear, make you uncomfortable. They was watching nasty shit in the court, cuz. That's what it was. That's what it is. You can't be bashful. That's what it is.
That's right.
You can't get bashful and let that shit disturb you.
I ain't even talking about it. I'm just listening about it.
Anyway, listen. All right, so look, on the lighter note of everything now, Check this out. Check your boy 40 Water out. This nigga got some funny, some new crazy shit. Speaking of goals and shit that's coming for the new year and the next year, check the water out. Soul Food Ice Cream. At the Goon with the Spoon. What is this he throwing in there?
Some weed sprinkles.
No, it ain't no.
Yeah.
Chicken and waffles go crazy.
Oh, chicken and waffles.
First time ever done.
There better not be no real chicken in that bitch.
E40. The Goon with the Spoon. The Chef Earl Stevens. Coming to a store near you, baby. And available online nationwide.
You gonna grab them off the shelf, cuz.
That shit look good. Sound good, huh?
Nah, Drim said it better not be no real chicken in there. I said, why? He gonna grab them all off the shelf.
Nah, I ain't eating that shit, period. No, I don't want no chicken and waffle ice cream.
I was just talking shit.
Hell
anyway.
No. All right, well, check this out. Let's move on to your boy.
Black teenagers
Drim's
ages 18
boy
and
right
13 attacked in a South African resort.
I heard about this.
You would think apartheid was still, going strong here. Let's tell you a little bit about it.
This is the thing they put up. This is one of these spots in South Africa
resort
that they
and conference center, South African resort on Christmas Day. This happened by at least 3 white men. The teens and their sister, who uploaded the video to Twitter, said the white adults claimed the pool was reserved for white people only. And what year is this? Yeah, and with that history, this is what we're doing here? Apparently, yes. After verbally arguing with the older brother, this man attempted to strangle the younger brother after having shoved the older brother into the pool. The older brother gets out to place the man in a chokehold. A few moments later, this white man in the blue shirt there can be seen grabbing the younger brother by his hair after the initial attacker and older brother are still struggling. Now, it was only when witnesses tried to intervene that more white men like this guy were seen joining in on the attack of the teenage brothers, okay? First, attacker continues to struggle with the older brother before another white man pushes the older brother and his attacker into the pool. Once the attacker and the brother are in the pool, the attacker chokeholds the older brother and appears to be holding his face underwater. Strangle, should we strangle or drown you? This is just horrific behavior. And again, lots of people joining in here. Then the man who pushed them jumps onto the older brother's back, pushing him further down underwater. Wow. The teen's father, Brian Nakin, spoke to SABC News about this traumatic incident. As we were relaxing, the boys came and told us that they are being prevented from using the pool by a group of white adult males. They said they were told by the men that the pool is only reserved for people who are booked here at the resort. When they went to the pool to intervene and told the gentleman that we are also booked here, notice how they just assumed that they're the only ones that can enjoy this resort and not day visitors. So we thought the issue was resolved, but we're shocked to hear that they were attacked after we left. A police spokesperson said the suspects were apprehended after a thorough investigation. After an additional charge was added, the investigating team worked around the clock to detect the suspects. We can confirm that there are 3 suspects arrested today. The first 2 who were arrested are from Bothaville and Brandfort, respectively. 33-year-old Johan Nell and 47-year-old Jan Stefanas Vander Wasson. That from the police. The 2 appeared in court on charges of assault, common and criminal injury. The matter was postponed until the 25th of January while being released on warning. Now, the third suspect we've learned from Blomdahl in Bloemfontein was arrested just after 12, will be charged with attempted murder, upgraded charges there. He'll remain in custody and is expected to appear in court on Thursday. So that's tomorrow. He'll be in court, so we'll continue to follow it on the main charge of attempted murder. The President Cyril Ramaphosa says racism has no place in South Africa and racists must expect harsh consequences here. The president has commented the South African Police Service, he's commended them for opening dockets, launching investigations into this incident. He told Times Live, quote, "Our Constitution means exactly what it says when it declares that South Africa, and that means all of South Africa, belongs to all who live in it. As Black and white South Africans, we should be united in condemning all manifestations of racism and attempts to explain or defend such crimes. Racism is not a problem to be fought by Black South Africans only." And there's this from the resort. Spokesperson Nick Mitchell said the establishment does not practice or allow any kind of segregation or racism, hoping to distance itself from the ugly incident that happened on its premises.
Yeah, right. You know they believe
it
in that
referred the
shit.
details of the incident back to the police. It's something that the president said, Ben, that struck me, because it's a recurring theme that I think privileged people sometimes need to be reminded of, often need to be reminded of. It's not for Black people to fight this, okay?
So was there white people from Africa?
To that, what the president's saying here is, you should be more appalled at this. More people should have stepped up.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, because like fundamentally, right?
Like,
when you are, especially in a country like South Africa that has a history of like apartheid and extreme racism. Like I'm talking about, like they literally like tested like chemical and biological weapons on Black folks in South Africa. Like that's this country. Like they have a very, very sort of horrific history, right? Which obviously the ANC has worked to like reconcile and move past.
They gotta know.
Like, and this is one of the big challenges when you're talking about decolonization efforts and when you're talking about, ending systems of apartheid and stuff like that. Is there is still a lot of informal power that exists.
Go ahead, cuz.
No, my bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I was saying they gotta know just as well as we know that we living in a day and age where it's nothing but technology. You know what I'm saying? Like they like people, what they do, they record shit. As soon as somebody getting beat up, they record it. As soon as somebody die, they record it. As soon as motherfuckers get to falling down and busting their ass, they record it. You get hit with a car, they record it. They record, like, you know what I'm saying? At some point, they gotta realize that you not just gonna, you're not living in a day and age where you lynching and getting away with it. You about to get videotaped, like even the Karens. You know what I'm saying? At the grocery store, all up in the Black motherfuckers' business. Oh, you can't buy that, bitch. I'm about to record you to show you how stupid you look. Telling me what I can and can't buy with my hard-earned money in 2022 going on 23, ho. The fuck?
That's facts. That's facts. Everybody got their fucking phone out. A motherfucker, you would die because a motherfucker will pull their phone out because you choking instead of putting their arms around you and giving you the Heimlich.
Nah, for real.
Wow. For real.
That's real spit. A motherfucker war. Hey, so all, and that's that right there leads me to say, like, a lot of times these niggas that do these crimes and shit, like how the motherfuckers who just prime example, because I watch a lot of I watch the hip hop murders. I've been into that show 50 put out, man. The way it's structured is they ain't trying to like crack no cases. The cases already been solved. They just talk to people. They talk to everything about, they talk about it. And it's just funny that these niggas so stupid. They so brazen. They don't think that they just do dumb shit. They pulling out, banging on niggas on broad daylight, just like when Mo3 died on the freeway. You didn't think all of the people that was around you in traffic was gonna pull their phone out? It's two niggas running around with guns, like chasing each other with guns. You stopped the freeway. You don't think at the moment you turned that car to stop the freeway, you don't think a motherfucker had their phone out already?
Exactly.
Nigga, you're caught, bro. Like, it's too much technology for anything. Not to mention, I'm one of them weird motherfuckers that believe they got satellites that they be watching any motherfucker. They can see anything they want to any motherfucking way.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I said. It's 2022.
On me.
Just like you said, they trying to they making hover cars and shit.
Man, it's a camera on everything. Why is that? Cause every camera and listen, they're not one way. They're two ways. Why? Cause you can FaceTime people. You can Zoom meeting people. These are two-way cameras. Who's to say that they ain't looking at that shit when that shit is off?
Right. It already said, you already gotta say that they can look at that shit.
And you already
when
gave
you
them permission.
You gotta give them permission. Yep. You gotta give them permission for all that shit.
Fact. So man, I'm telling you, that's why, man, people always be asking why I like put my shit down. Like face down and all that shit, or why, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like, man, if I'm gonna talk business, I'm not even talking business around my phone. That bitch in the other room somewhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like some shit like that. Like if it's on some serious shit, I ain't just trying to talk about. I ain't talking about just grabbing the bag. You know, I'm talking about if it's some serious shit. Like I'm not a phone person to just have that motherfucker around me every day, all day. Cause cause motherfuckers gotta realize they was all, they gonna microchip you, they gonna microchip you. Man, everybody was hollering that shit. And it's funny that they hollering that shit at the same time they own them, they holding the motherfucking microchip.
Whatever you talking about gonna come up in your phone.
Hell yeah.
You could be talking about Subway. You could be talking about a Subway, riding a Subway, and then they gonna start showing you Subway ads and shit.
Yep, for the next
Charles
5
Barkley and
seconds,
shit. Yep. It's gonna be all on, and trust me, I got YouTube TV, nigga. I could just speak some shit, nigga, and the commercial will come on.
Yep.
You know, cuz. You know, you got TV, nigga, you speak some shit, the commercial gonna come on.
Yeah.
You can say, damn, I want some Wendy's, nigga. Next thing you gonna know, who is that? That's not him. That's him. Come on, I'm about to go have a seat. And the nigga sitting on the nigga lap.
Yeah.
Oh, me, dog. On some real shit. But yeah, that shit.
That Wendy's commercial is disturbing.
As fuck.
I ain't even seen that.
You ain't seen it, cuz? It's a Santa Claus one where it's like a white boy. The white boy is an old white dude with white hair, look like Santa Claus, coming eating one of them peppermint shakes. So the dude like, yeah, he that's him, dude. Like, that's him. He like, man, dude, that ain't him. So he like, man, I'm about to go have a seat. Boy, that nigga ease on over there and try to sit on that grown ass man lap. That shit funny as hell. That nigga looking at him like, what the hell?
You don't get your ass off me.
Right. That funny as hell. All them Wendy's commercials be funny in the motherfucker. I ain't gonna hold you. They be funny, man. Especially with the skinny dude, and when Reggie Bush be on there too. That shit funny as hell.
Commercials now.
But yeah, man. This racism shit all the way out of hand, man. I think it's done drifted damn near everywhere. Nobody's excluded.
That shit been
right.
That shit been racist though.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's part of that's part of them going over there and taking that shit over.
Right.
In South Africa, that's why it's like the apartheid. You know what I'm saying? Like they tried to make it. They tried to change it with the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. You know what I'm saying? But them white people still over there, still on that shit.
Right. You know they is.
Racism started out there and spread it elsewhere. That's all.
Man.
Really, that shit wasn't even that shit ain't even exist till like Columbus times. When them motherfuckers started going everywhere, it was like, damn, these motherfuckers is everywhere. We got to do something about this.
Well, because
we the minority in the world, not them.
They started becoming racist towards different cultures.
But see, let me tell you this. Let me tell you the real reason they start becoming racist too. Because they seen what we had. They seen the smarts. They seen the intelligence. They seen the technology at the time. You know what I'm saying? Well, what you could call technology. You know what I'm saying? Like different shit like that. If these niggas was riding on wooden carriages, nigga, they seen us and our shit was decked in gold. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? And
them motherfuckers might have seen the car, cuz.
Facts.
They might have seen their very first car.
Facts. Because I done seen them
Cause this
African videos.
Shit in them glyphs. There's all type of shit on them glyphs. Airplanes and cars and all type of shit.
Hey.
If they quick to say it's the aliens. They don't do that. They only do that with our civilization. They want to credit everything dope to the aliens. Like, ain't no way these motherfuckers. Because they really think that America is the cradle of civilization. They really think ain't nothing that really exists for real until America.
Facts, and that's all fiction. That's all fiction. Because nigga, America is a stolen land, bro. Everything from America is stolen. America was stolen. You know what I'm saying? Everything that look at the wave. Look at how the wave is. When white people get it, it ain't cool no more. They steal every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Like they steal culture. Like they stole our history. You know what I'm saying? They stole let's just get to the brass tacks. Like they stole swag. You know what I'm saying? They like everything. Like they stole
they ain't
everything.
steal no motherfucking swag. Fuck that. They can't steal swag.
I'm sleep. They try.
They can try, but they ain't got it. They ain't got no rhythm, and they ain't got no swag. They can mimic it, but they can't steal it.
Man, certain shit gonna forever be ours.
Right.
Because it's in our soul. You know what I'm saying?
And that's two of them. Oh, and they can't take no slang neither. Them motherfucking preppy talking cracker barrel having ass motherfuckers.
When I'm sleep.
Two what's that? Two motherfucker.
I'm sleep. Oh, sleep.
Dang, nabbit.
I'm
They
sleep.
haven't said that cracker barrel ass shit. Dang, nabbit.
Hey, I just looked up at Rashad Richie's face, man. Look at your boy, man. Look at your boy, Trip.
Can't see him. His camera covered up.
No, I'm saying, look at your boy Rashad Richie's face up here, man, on the screen.
Oh, that.
Which I don't know why they even left it with me.
So check this out, man. Let me see what he talk about.
911 call.
They don't want to have to deal with
him.
You know, it's crazy because my kids still up. The babies.
Picture for a mass.
And they're having a concert.
The man called the police for help.
I'm about to separate
He ends up being fatally run over by the cop. Let me take you to the video first. Here it is.
Uh-oh. Put the kids to bed. Oh, and it was in the dark too, though.
The man called the police for help. Put his picture up. Let me give you the highlights of this traumatic story.
Did you see it? I didn't
the
even
family
see it.
A 42-year-old called the police for help.
Oh, I see it right there. You see him?
Wow.
There it is. I just blew it up for the people to see. He was down there in that corner, in the left-hand corner, laying on the ground because he was shot.
The man called the police.
They both ran over him.
Yeah, man.
Put his picture up.
Listen, in my mother's
Let me
words,
give you the highlights.
He about to cry again. He about to cry again, cuz. Look at him.
I know.
Story.
I know. And I don't blame
the family of 42-year-old Eric Cole.
Like I said, in my mother's words, my Lord.
A black man who died after being run over by a police cruiser has now filed a civil lawsuit. This is in Springfield, Ohio. Officer Amanda Rosales runs over Mr. Eric Cole that night. Officer responsible from Ohio and 2 dispatchers are in this suit for improperly relaying messages about him to the officer. Now, let me tell you why that part is important. We have literally covered cases where young children have been killed by the police. Police were trigger happy and they should be held accountable for those murders. But when we heard the 911 call, we could clearly hear that the 911 caller did not properly relay the information over dispatch. I have long held from day one that when that happens, that is a contributory negligence that led to the death of a human being. That person has to be charged. You don't need to have intent to be charged with some level of homicide. You can have what's called gross negligence. You're so depraved about what you've done, you're so thoughtless about it, that you have went over the barrier to criminal, even if you did not intend for anybody to die. 911 operators are typically not caught up in the saga once it is revealed they misappropriated information. This time, the lawsuit includes it. Cole called 911 after he was shot lying in the street following a domestic dispute in June 2021. That's your incident. Instead of helping the man, the officer, let's put her up, she ran him over with her city-issued SUV.
She did that on
The officer
purpose.
was allowed to return to work after being placed on paid administrative leave for over a year. She got a 1-year vacation paid every single week by the taxpayers. After an internal investigation by the department, Chief Lee Graff and Ohio AG Dave Yost determined, and I quote, his death was tragic, but not criminal, chalking it up as an unfortunate accident. And the officer was not charged. Once again, they're playing games. They charge people every day with what's called non-intent crimes. Wow. Meaning you don't have mens rea. You did not try to commit a murder.
They lock up people every day for
negligence
accidents.
did. That is still criminally chargeable. There are statutes to do so. Limited, but they are there. Attorneys Ben Crump, dear friend of mine, Michael Wright, and Rex Elliott filed the lawsuit on behalf of Joyce Wilson and Telic Dennis. Wilson is Cole's grandmother and Dennis is his son. They filed this against the officer and Clark County dispatchers, Aaron Reynolds and Mary Hurge. The December 14th lawsuit is not only seeking compensation for the loss of life and the amount exceeding $25,000, but for law enforcement to be fully transparent with the family and the public. The lawsuit comes months after a grand jury failed to indict those involved in the case. The attorneys also want the DOJ to step in and review the case to uncover any patterns or practices of implicit bias or excessive force. Because the emergency medics did not know he was hit by the police vehicle, he was never treated on site. Instead, he was transported from the scene by Springfield Fire to Springfield Regional Medical Hospital and then airlifted to Miami Valley Hospital, where he was pronounced dead the following day. The SPD stated in a press release around the time of the incident. Dayton 247 now reported the Montgomery County Coroner's Office said Cole did not die from the gunshot. He was only shot in the arm. He didn't die from that. He died from blunt force trauma to the torso and extremities. He died because the woman ran over. That's the reason he's dead. If he decided to simply not call 911, the brother would be alive right now. And this is the perplexity these things create, especially for my community. There are times we need to call 911, and damn it, we pay for it, and we should. If it comes to it, we should be able to trust that the emergency services that we pay tax dollars for will respond to us appropriately. However, the lawsuit alleges that had the medics.
I graduated in 96. I graduated from Bristol, though.
Hit cold. They would have done more to save his life based on the information, and that is accurate. I mean, they basically said that themselves. They were unaware that he was hit because they didn't relay that information. According to the lawsuit, both dispatchers failed to properly relay the 42-year-old's location to responding officers or to other dispatchers on their radio. That's a violation of protocol. They're all supposed to do that. Court documents show both Reynolds and Hurd spoke to Cole after he was shot in the shoulder. He left the place. He left the place where he was shot and called 911 for assistance. Cole said multiple times to dispatcher, Hurd, "I'm in the middle of the street." It's multiple times on this recording. Later, according to court records quoted in the lawsuit, Hurd asked Reynolds, "Did you let them know he was in the middle of the street?" Reynolds replied, "I didn't see it." The lawsuit states Eric was wearing a white shirt. Let's put it up.
Wow.
Lying with his feet toward the curb and his head towards the middle of the street.
How they gonna run over that man like that, man?
In the cruiser's headlights for at least 5 seconds, if not more.
Hey, you know what she probably said?
Let me ask you this question.
You know she probably said, cuz, that I was so terrified that I seen him laying there shot. But I was scared if I stopped and got out the car, I was gonna be shot too. So what, you wanted me to run over already about to die, nigga, or get out and kill some?
No. Not at all.
Anybody who was there.
The police.
She definitely would have got out and just shot anybody who was out there.
Including the officer being involved in an accident, it says.
Yeah, like, why are you even a police officer?
Cole, but did not explicitly say
why
the officer hit the man. Well, she was just involved in an accident. Cole's family was not told about him being run over by the police officer until a day and a half after the incident and after his death.
She on big mute.
Attorney said.
You got yourself
Officials said the officer was confused about the location of the shooting and was reading house numbers when she struck the man. Once again, that's an admission.
Oh, you wasn't even paying no attention then.
You were not paying attention. Your negligence led to the death of another person. Will she be prosecuted for this? No.
Bitch, if you scared, I'm gonna need your badge. I'm gonna need your gun. I'm gonna need everything. I'm gonna need the last motherfucking all that training pay, bitch. I'm gonna need everything back. Cause the fuck is you
the man they were treating was not dying from a gunshot wound, but because he was hit by
you shouldn't be out, even be out there.
From
y'all get trained.
If these officers would have just cared about this man's life rather than trying to cover up their own dysfunction, he may.
You got a taser, a knife,
to the initial EMS report, stating in detail,
bitch. You got everything you need.
That one of them was advised
you got
the victim was hit by the cruiser.
You got a sword. You got motherfucking. You got everything you need to defend yourself, and you're scared.
This headline is just terrible. I mean, a man who was shot calls the cops, gets hit by a police officer instead. This is why The Onion just isn't funny anymore, because that's a real headline. That's something that actually happened. And there was plenty of time to break. There was room to swerve. And the fact that she didn't feel the need to tell EMS what had happened, this man's life could have been saved if EMS knew what they were treating, that he was hit by a car and it wasn't a gunshot wound. His entire life would have been saved. But instead she cared more about her career and saving her job as a police officer, when we can all see the footage from the dash cam that she had plenty of time to stop, plenty of room to swerve. It's just absolutely absurd that this happens in the United States, where we have so much resources to devote to good health care. And instead we have people dying in the streets, so much money going to the police.
This happened a year ago, and I'm just now even hearing about it.
And not paying attention to the road.
Yep, there you go.
Right. This happened last year in June.
Yeah.
That shit.
Man, law enforcement is so shiesty.
Well, what
that
happened?
They just know that they know they're shiesty, and they're gonna cover whatever they can up.
Right.
Until there's absolutely no possible way to keep it covered.
Well, see, the reason why it happened in June, but the reason why it popped up because they just came back with the decision.
Yeah, I know, but they covered it. They covered it up.
Yeah, they covered it up. They covered it up because nobody even. We right here. We didn't even hear about this shit.
Exactly.
Like right here, Springfield is like
10 minutes away.
Yeah.
Literally.
Right in Ohio.
Right up the street, right around the fucking corner.
Yeah, that's only like 30 minutes away, ain't it?
Not even. That's, bro, cuz that's where. Did you go to Aunt Louise's?
Yeah, I know where she live at.
That's where it's at. That's Springfield Township.
Yeah.
But they got their own shit, though. You know how that, okay, so, Springfield is, what's up? A Sharpie? Is it in the thing right there? Like the whole, like, is it in the cup?
No, but I see a pen and
All right. So, like, the whole thing is they got their own, Springfield is notorious for being racist. You know what I'm saying? Like, and having
I know that.
Yeah, that's big. That's big Trump country. When we put up at Aunt Louise's house, motherfuckers was looking funny, and like her neighbors and shit was looking funny. But they've been having that been their property, that been family property for years. AJ,
right.
Get out of that drawer.
That's where,
if the Sharpie ain't up there, go ahead and buy.
That's where great granddad used to stay.
Exactly. Bye, bro. Yeah, so it's like that.
They know that been nigga left for like 80 years.
Right, exactly.
Probably even more.
Man, like our people.
I'm doing this podcast. My bad.
That's literally our family's like land that was like passed down, like type shit. Like, so they ought to know. Cause they owned that, and it was like a house like around the corner, like the corner one. I think they tore it down. It was a little one. That's where Uncle Edwin and them used to stay back in the day. And I used to go in there. Niggas used to be eating butter sandwiches, nigga. Well, this all that, but no, yeah, they notorious for that, man. Like they big Trumpers out there, like. They notorious, man, for that type of shit, bro. So we already know they covered it up. I just think it's sad that that young man didn't get no justice and she didn't pay. Like the family gotta be able to reach out some kind of way, or they gotta be able to try to get that shit back. You know what I'm saying?
Come on back.
Some kind of way. You know what I mean? They gotta be able to some kind of
I'll take it out.
some kind of
What other than that? Y'all have a good one.
You too. Thank you. All right. Oh, my back.
So I just hope that
my neck and my back.
So let's try to. Let me see what we got to go out like always. We try.
Man, so it's hold on.
Oh,
go ahead, cuz I'm about to mute it real quick.
Go ahead, speak your piece, cause we finna go out on something nice.
I was gonna talk to somebody else.
He said he talking to somebody else, and then he muted himself.
Oh, okay, got you. All right,
This is your last chance to save big before the end of the year on top-of-the-line embroidery equipment to start
We're gonna go out
your
on a good one because I know y'all remember last week when we talked about the Karen. It might have been last week or week before we talked about. We showed this video and this is an update on it. So I'm about to just let it roll. This the Patriots
fan here.
Real patient.
A Raiders Karen got in a Patriots fan's face, cheered on his team. The man was contacted by another fan. Let's remind you of that initial altercation.
Oh, really? You said about Carmen.
So we're going to show you what the Patriots owner did in just a moment. But just real quick, Mayor, on this one, what is it about people who they drop their kids off to school? They're part of the bake sale. They're at the water cooler. You probably have kind words with them on a Monday morning. But as soon as they sit in some nosebleed seats, overpriced NFL seats, they behave like fools.
Yeah, listen, this was disturbing to me. I think people have to understand these are clips at different parts of the game, which means this woman and this man continually came across the aisle because their seats were to the left of the aisle to get in this man's face. For him to sit there and take that all game is way better and way more for than I would have been. I would have responded probably in a different manner. I think what we're seeing is this is your true character. You are all in his face, bumping into him, and then the man is sloppy drunk over there talking about or adding fuel to the fire. Don't touch me. You're on the wrong side of the aisle where your nosebleed seats are, talking about don't touch me. You are putting yourself in his personal space, saying don't touch me. This is again the epitome of white supremacy. I own all this space, even the space that you physically occupy. So don't touch me in mine. It was disgusting for sure, hard to watch.
Yeah, and like you said, no one in your party of two would say, maybe I'll take turns and say, hey, come on, calm down. Let's simmer down. No.
Right.
Bob Kraft, the owner, colorful owner of the Patriots. So he said, you know what? I'm gonna do something nice here. So let's watch that.
How are you, man? How are you? Good to see you. I'll tell you, what you did was so classy. And you represent what our whole franchise is about, building bridges. Yeah, but that's got your...
Got my name on it?
Name and...
Aww.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, maybe you stay with it. So I got another...
This is so classy.
You know what? How about you guys, it's kind of cold. How about if you come to our suite and watch the game there?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? The food is good. You know the owner's sweet. That's the.
I watched
It's
the
not the
game up
overpriced.
top
They
in the
pretend it's the
penthouse
filet and
with
stuff.
some bad
He's
bitches
got the real
shaking
stuff. They
their
probably
ass.
had lobster there too. So let's tell you more about it. Bob Kraft there invited the young man to the Patriots Bengals game this weekend. Look at them together. They partied. They had a great time. The gentleman Jerry Edmond says the altercation happened after his beloved Pat scored a late in the game touchdown against the Raiders. And though his team was losing, Edmond was eager for something to celebrate at his first visit to an NFL game. This is his first experience at an NFL game. And this is what went down. He shouted words of support for his new England Patriots. It all started when the woman comes up to me and she tells me it is disrespectful that I am cheering for the Patriots in the Raiders Stadium. Her house. That part, Mayor, you said she owns everything. This woman at the game. Bob Kraft, the owner, invited him to the suite. And here's what Mr. Edmond said about that. I got a whole lot of chants of Jerry.
I didn't even get to see it. What happened?
Never go unnoticed. It was like a dream. It was like a dream. I was shell-shocked.
No, I seen that part. I seen that part. I ain't see the altercation.
And he has the jersey. The Patriots gave him his name.
Yeah, what happened at the altercation?
Because you wasn't there a couple
during
weeks
the
ago. We
losing
had covered
season. They taken the team.
Let me
This
show
was
you.
everything to Mr. By another fan. Let's remind you of that initial altercation.
Oh, really? You said about comment.
This what killed me at the end, Dream. Hold on. Look.
Oh, hell no.
What's he do?
Nothing. She just.
So we're
She just was in his face. Look. That's what I'm saying. She did nothing.
It looked like she was sick on it.
She just basically.
That made her even madder though that he just straight up ignored her. Like, bitch, who are you? You ain't get the fuck away from me.
Right. Look. But look at the celebratory. Come on, I love you, babe. Stop.
So we're gonna show you what
you're more of a man than I'll ever be.
In just a moment. But just real quick, Mayor,
that nigga walked up there
what
talking about
people...
you got it. You got it. You got it.
They wanted to take him home. They wanted to take him home and record him fucking his wife.
I'm fucking sleep. They wanted to cut.
They wanted to cut. That's the whole. Yeah, that's the whole. Yeah, that's all it boiled down to.
I'm sleep. You say in actuality.
Yeah, in actuality. And then he wanted, and then he started ignoring her, so that just made it worse. She's like, oh, so he wouldn't even fuck me? I'm white.
I'm desired.
He's not even, he's not even giving me the time of day. I'm a white woman.
Right, I'm top notch.
I just took this side because I took that trash out.
I'm top notch.
That one right here still has something in it. Yeah, man.
High class. You see what I'm saying? High class. She's a low life.
Yes.
But she has a high class attitude.
Right,
he was like, honey, it's okay. You're more of a man than I'll ever be. Just know that. You're more of a man than him and more of a man than I'll ever be.
Direct descendants of the Trump era. Direct descendants of the Trump era. They just so they so. But listen, did you see? If you look closely and you break everything down and you look at this man, do you see the fear in this man as he's talking to this dude?
Yes.
Look at the fear in this white man as he's talking to the black dude, and the black dude is so calm.
Yes, he's scared as fuck.
Look at the fear.
And that's why she did that, because she know he's scared. She's like, I'm not scared of him. I want to suck his cock.
Right. Look at the fear. He tense as fuck, yo. He tense as fuck,
standing
man.
in front of him.
Yeah, all them.
I'd have snatched her hat off and threw it.
That's funny as hell. Ponytail and all.
Right, that's what I'm like. You could have retaliated some way. You ain't gonna just be all up in my face, bitch.
Hey, but it's a good thing he did what he did. I commend you, young man, because this is my thing. This is my thing. This is my thing. I'm glad he did that, and I'm only gonna say it like this.
That's how he was able to get the gift he received.
That what
he wouldn't have been
able. That too, but even more than that, the bigger win is she tried to go viral for the wrong reason. This nigga went viral for the right reason. Like this nigga, she tried to get him. She tried to ruin his life.
Provoking.
You see what I'm saying? She tried to provoke that man to ruin his life. If he would have put his hands on that white woman, never forget Emmett Till, y'all. Man, he ain't did shit. You know what I'm saying? So if he put his hands on that white woman, his life is over with. I don't give a fuck how many Black Lives Matter people, how many niggas get behind him and say, oh, he was justified. It don't matter. He put his hands on that white woman. In the eyes of the law, that nigga's life is over with, bro.
Yes.
And he know that. He's smart. The bigger win for him was not to do anything to that woman, and it would do just what he did. It ain't even about the tickets or the fucking, it ain't even about the tickets or the present. His biggest fucking win was not to do what they wanted him to do. These white people will sacrifice themselves to do anything. They'll sacrifice themselves to go viral. Prime example, look at the show Jackass. This lives for decades. All them niggas do is get hurt. Fucked up. They sacrifice themselves. Dumbass shit. Getting punched in the face. Hit, like Dream talk, hey, the new dude probably go upside her head all the time. So she could take a punch. So she was willing to get out there and take a punch to ruin this black man's life. To Karen this nigga.
Right.
But it totally backfired on her and flipped. They are horrible people. You know what I'm saying? Deplorable.
Mm-hmm.
These are the people that I be telling y'all on this show when I tell y'all to watch out. When I tell y'all to stay safe, to be careful when you interact with these people because they are out here trying to set you up. They do not care.
It was a episode on Dr. Phil, and this would have fit perfectly for that.
Hell yeah. Like, man. They will set you the fuck up. What was on Dr. Phil, cuz?
When this Karen tried to go off on this black dude because she thought he was he thought he didn't live where she was trying to be at or some shit. So you know how they always do.
Was it the one where he was fishing or he was in his car?
No, this was at like a I
Was he
forget where they
walking?
was at. No, he wasn't. That was in an establishment, and she wasn't even from there. Yeah, she wasn't even from there. She was trying to get some free shit because she had been fucked up and thought, you know what I'm saying, that's what he was in there for, and tried to, you know what I'm saying, tried to base him some weird shit.
We're gonna have to look that up. We're gonna have to look that up and bring that up, man.
And then these people who against Karen's roasted her and she cried, and it was like that's the first thing that's the first thing a Karen gonna do is when they confronted and start crying and play the victim when they the ones who
who came with all the energy. They came they started with all the energy, and then they come and then they try to do that. They try to, like you said, they cry and play the fucking victim. But you know what? Fuck them Karens.
If they see that Dollar General video, they gonna stop.
Frying pan into the wrong
motherfucker. Yeah, you run into the wrong motherfucker who ain't on that shit.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. We put that shit on here. That shit was on here a couple times ago. That shit was hilarious, y'all.
She was a wigger Karen too.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was. You already know she tried to pull that shit out when she tried to pull it out like I'm gonna pull my Karen card today. But when I'm back with Shaquita and them, I'm gonna pull my black card. Then I'm gonna hold my black card tight. But I'm gonna pull this Karen card out tonight. And it backfired on her punk ass too. She got fried, literally. Bing! You can hear the whole shit through the video. Bing! It just sound like a cartoon, man.
That shit sound like the Gong Show.
Didn't it? Yep. Took me right back to the episode 7 with Bubba and them.
Yeah, we started screaming about that.
Hell yeah. That shit is hilarious, y'all. Hey, man, but look. We finna get up out of here, y'all, man. Y'all, thanks for tuning in, man.
Man, you gotta pull up the Kenneth Copeland shit real quick,
yeah,
man.
you're right. Before we go, my bad. Kenneth Copeland.
Huh?
Did you see that reaction? Why would you walk
Who, me?
Oh, this big foot.
Oh, yeah. He was corny as hell. He was acting like he liked.
Which one is it, cuz? What is it?
As I came over there, he left.
What happened to it, Drip? Which one is it, Drip?
It's the Kenneth Copeland Inside Edition. Type that in. What you say, Beth?
3 years ago?
Yeah.
This one?
Right.
Now, why would you go so this part?
Let me see.
So
you coming back?
Reflects on the time he was questioned by correspondent Lisa Guerrero over his lavish transportation.
So I said, yeah.
He do like you.
She walked over there and said, we are with Inside Edition.
No, you gotta see the Inside Edition one, cuz. Not him telling the story about it. You gotta see the
Inside Edition?
You gotta see the Inside Edition video.
Team looked into how televangelists
That's it right there. That's it right there.
We'd just like to ask you about why you don't want to fly commercial. Why have you said that you won't fly commercial? You said that it's like getting into a tube with a bunch of demons. Why do you think that?
No, listen to me just a second. Not the people. The main reason is because of the need. If I flew commercial, I'd have to stop 65% of what I'm doing. That's really me.
Isn't it true that you want to fly commercial so that you can fly in luxury? How much money did you pay for Tyler Perry's Gulfstream jet, for example?
Well, for example, that's really none of your business, but...
The business of your donors.
Listen, I paid. You kind of caught me off guard here, okay?
Certainly. Well, if you'd like to come out here, I'd like to give you a chance to catch your breath and have a conversation. We don't want to catch you off guard.
He mad as hell. He mad as fuck.
You gotta get this now. Hey, you listening to me? My wife thinks Inside Edition is, oh yeah. Now, thank you, Lord. Help me. Let me
ask you a really simple question. A lot of people think that I'm becoming a preacher,
right? You're gonna call on the Lord now.
In private jets. What's your response to that?
Very simple. It takes a lot of money to do what we do. We have brought over 100. Let's see. The latest figures just came out. 122 million people to the Lord Jesus Christ. Let me give you another example. Last May, I was scheduled for Lagos, Nigeria. That's a long ways. I had a week off, and I was scheduled for Peru. And I prayed about it, and I thought, I'm not missing that dedication in Jerusalem. Without the airplane that we have that I bought from Tyler Perry, and I didn't pay anywhere. And Tyler's one of the greatest guys. He made that airplane so cheap for me, I couldn't help but buy it.
Well, my question is, okay, all right, but I want to get to the demons because people are very concerned about that comment.
Give me a chance here, Inside Edition. I love your eyes. And here's what happened. We flew in 21 days, 70 hours, 40,000 miles, touched 5 continents, and preached face to face personally with 125,000 people.
Do you ever use your private jets to go visit your vacation homes, for example?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Again, getting back to the comment. You said that you don't like to fly commercial because you don't want to get into a tube with a bunch of demons. Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did. We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but principalities and powers.
Can you explain what you meant by that term then? Just explain, because it's really simple. You said you didn't want to get into a tube with a bunch of demons. What did you mean?
Well, let me ask you.
Do you think that people that fly commercial are demons?
If you give me a chance to talk, sweetheart, I'll explain this to you. But it's a biblical thing. It's a spiritual thing. It doesn't have anything to do with people. People, I love people. Jesus loves people. But people get pushed in alcohol. Do you think that's a good place for a preacher to be and prepare to go preach to a lot of people when someone in there is dragging some woman down an aisle? It made me so mad to see that on television. I wanted to punch the guy out myself. I can't be doing that while I'm getting ready to preach.
So you just don't like to be around the sinful people or the hurtful people. Is that what you're saying?
Not the people, baby. Not the people.
Not the people, baby. That's the pimp shit. That's the pimp shit.
Back during the days that we couldn't do anything else.
Yes.
It's the pimp monologue.
Look, you see how I'm saying? Look.
Yes.
I flew for Oral Roberts. I'm a commercial pilot. So I spent a lot of time in airplanes.
You have how many planes?
We have the Gulfstream, and we still have our Citation 10. And then we have a little small airplane. But both those are the two ones that we use, and we use them all the time. And other people use them too. We have other ministries that use these. In the book of Ephesians, oh God, I love this. We wrestle not with people, but with principalities and powers, unseen things.
Look at his cheek shaking.
Rulers of the darkness of this world. Talking about the devil. He's a very real devil, just the same as Jesus is a very real Lord. And I spent a lot of time on airlines. But the main thing that happened was not, that wasn't the main reason. The main reason was I could no longer do what I called to do and be on the airlines. Besides that, I need my clothes when I get there.
And you have some fancy clothes. I mean, for a pastor, you are living a life of luxury. You've got great homes, you've got great planes, you drive in limos.
I'm a very wealthy man.
You're a very wealthy man.
Yes.
Yeah. And some people would say that is it appreciated?
May I add something to that? My wealth doesn't come from offerings alone.
Because you sell things, books and DVDs.
Yes. And I have a lot of natural gas on our property. Didn't know that, did you, babe?
Now I do.
Yeah, you do. Isn't that wonderful?
Well, I guess. It's wonderful for you.
Back when, and I might add another thing too. We invest from, let's see, I don't know the exact number on last year.
Beautiful spin doctor.
But it will run something in the neighborhood of 20, 25 million in the pool.
See, working that shit.
Can't do that and be broke.
So final question is, a lot of people maybe have a misunderstanding then about what you do in prosperity preaching. So the final question is this. To those critics that say that a preacher should not be living a life of luxury, what is your response to that?
They're wrong.
That's it?
That it's a misunderstanding of the Bible that if you go into the Old Covenant, do you think the Jewish people believe you should be broke?
Are you saying that Jewish people appreciate money more than... Really?
They believe in wealth.
Some people would find that offensive.
No, wait a minute now. I'm not talking about some people. I'm talking about the Bible. The blessing of Abraham. Abraham was extremely wealthy, and he had a covenant with God. It's not the Jewish blessing, it's the Abrahamic blessing. God, I get excited talking about it because I love it. And I started out deep in debt with nothing, which is another story. But anyway.
So you say that it's biblical and that there's a foundation in the Bible for this.
Let me close it with this. I had to learn this, like I said, from the Bible and from my spiritual mentor, Oral Roberts. And I learned it from him, working with him, and then he was close friends until he died. And he took the same heat for believing God would prosper you that I've taken over the years. And Abraham was a very, very wealthy man. Galatians chapter 3.
They're talking circles, then throw a Bible verse at you.
You belong to Christ, then are you Abraham's seed and heirs according to his promise. And his promise was great wealth.
The Bible also says that it's more difficult for a rich man to get into heaven than it is for a camel to get through the eye of a needle, correct?
The rest of the scripture. But he said, all things are possible with God.
Oh, sleep.
And he said, if you study the Greek behind that, it's trusting in wealth. When he said that, his disciples said, they were astonished out of measure because they were wealthy men. They were astonished out of measure, saying, how can anyone be saved? He said, all things are possible with God.
Both of my grandfathers were preachers. They were both very poor. They lived simple, modest lives. They were extremely offended by men that made money like you do, preaching like you do. what would your response be to people that think that preachers shouldn't live this kind of a lifestyle?
That's because he need a drink.
Like both my grandfathers.
Right.
And I understand that. And I love them with all my heart. It's your grandfathers that we're standing on their shoulders. They held up and they stood for it. Glory to God. But when you go back to the Bible, it's full of wealth. And it's full of miracles and signs and wonders. And it's full of goodness. And it's full of meanness. It's just full of hell on earth. Those are the demons, not the people. I love the people.
Again, getting back to Sir, thank you so much for your time
What's your
today.
name?
Lisa Guerrero.
Lisa, God bless. Father, bless Lisa today. Thank you for her grandparents. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to know her and to her team. And I pray and I believe her piece will be successful. I love Inside Edition. I love the people on it. And it thrills me to get a chance to have my face on Inside Edition.
Thank you very much, Reverend. You have a nice day.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much for your patience.
Yes. You know, she got in the car, was like, give me some fucking sanitizer now.
Not crack.
Jimmy, break the bottle out. Just take the top off and pour it in my hands.
Not crack.
Now. Hey, man, that shit is hilarious, man. But yeah, he's a beautiful spin doctor. Like I said, he didn't answer nothing directly. This nigga
Not at
danced
all.
around everything and brung up Bible scriptures. He went to the he went to the pimp novel. He went everywhere. Boy, that shit hilarious, man. That shit is hilarious, cuz. Yeah, you took us out with a fucking funny one, dog. That's ridiculous, man. Well, anyway, we got you here, man, and like I said, man, I'm gonna leave with this, cause like I said, some people, man, my dog Stizzle, man, he tuned into the show every week, and has been since the beginning. And we definitely gonna get you some stuff out there. I know you didn't want to be on. I already had invited him on. He said he didn't want to. He said he wanted to stay where he was at in that kind of position, and he just like watching and listening to us. So, we definitely appreciate that. And soon as we get the merch finished, we will drop a merch pack off to you. But he was wondering where Drib was at. He was like, man, where is Drib at? His exact kind of words was, because, man, Drib will give it to you from the side of where people won't say. They want to say, but they won't say. And Drib will say that shit.
Yeah.
So
I don't be on that my own back type shit. I don't be on that bite my tongue. We gonna set it all out.
Already, man. So Stizzle, this shit for you, man. You see Drib back. Like I was saying, man.
We might be trying to make it every time, man. But you know, we be trying to put this music out and shit too, and then work and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be trying to get to a couple dollars. I be trying to make it every time though, man, fam. So you know, just keep on the lookout for me. I'm gonna try to be here more.
Already, for sure. And I know you appreciate it. So actually a couple folks be wondering me asking and shit. So let us know about what you got going on right now, because I know you got a lot of stuff popping, man. You busy, cuz. So go ahead and let it ride. What you got going on right now, and then we'll get to you,
man,
with two shoes.
I'm working on still getting this Gallimaufry out. I mean, it's done. I just gotta master it. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on getting it mastered and getting the artwork together right. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to rush it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's done, it's ready to go. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even really to my liking, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna put it out anyway, just because it's been too long. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
we got more shit coming. You know what I'm saying? We got more. We got way more shit coming. You know, I'm gonna try to put out as much music as I can, as I physically can this year, man. I'm gonna try to at least hit y'all with 4 to 6 projects, man.
For sure.
Like
For
fuck it,
sure.
just flood it real quick, cause I know I can. You know, it should be fairly easy. You know, if I just stay focused on this shit. You know, motherfuckers be. You know, it's just motherfuckers. This shit weird, man.
Right. If
Motherfuckers,
you win it, you know.
this shit weird, man. Like unless you just got like an infinite amount of money to just keep putting into this shit and don't care, like you know, what I'm saying, how much you spend.
Mm-hmm.
Then you probably can just do it however you want to. But you know,
Right. Already,
this
we
shit be
already know.
crazy, man.
I had the right kind of backing because, you know, when I was out in Cali, I noticed and I realized how a lot of these motherfuckers be having like investors and shit. Like it's a lot of motherfuckers that be
Yeah,
investors and they use up people money, and you find the weirdest investors in the strangest of places. You know what I'm saying? Trust me,
yeah,
believe
yeah.
me.
Uh-huh.
Like on some real shit. I done heard stories like dudes piping down wealthy daughters like type. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
dad, come do what
shit
you
like
want to
that.
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need 50,000. We need 100,000. We need 20. And then next thing you know, this nigga on. You know what I'm saying? On some goofy shit. You feel me? So, like, we already know, man. But shit, that's
It's really been on my mind. It's really been on my mind to do a house of LaRock. I think I might be having a house of LaRock coming soon too,
that's
man.
funny, man. Everybody been
I've
thinking
been
about
wanting to
that.
do one.
Because I want to do one
Yeah,
too, man. I ain't
cause
gonna hold you.
everybody doing one. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be. I want to have my name stake, and then I don't want motherfuckers to be like, you from the city? You ain't even got no house
Ain't
of
even got no
LaRock.
house
Why
in
is
the
that?
rock. Right. Yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't even lying. You ain't lying, cuz. So, yeah, you
Yeah, so
right.
I
You
think
right.
that's been heavy on my heart here for the
But
last couple of weeks.
but you know what I'm about to do? When I do one, I'm gonna do a brand new one. Some shit ain't nobody heard.
Yeah,
I'm gonna drop
we
some
gotta go in
stupid
there.
fire on them.
Like we can really flood the house of LaRock. We can really go in there and do the Kevy play, cuz. You feel me?
You think so?
Hell yeah, we can go on there and do that. Like we can, man. There's so
Man,
much.
I don't know. I got a fire going, so I wanna do something different.
Yeah, I feel you
I'm about to
too.
talk. I'm about to talk greasy. I'm about to do something different. Some shit done changed, so I kind of wanna, you know what I'm saying. A lot of shit
Yeah.
done changed, so I wanna come with a little. I'm coming, cuz like that's why I say I'm gonna do. When I do a House of Lil Rock, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a all new some shit that you like. Damn, that's PG. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
like yeah, you niggas must have forgot, nigga. Y'all niggas must have
Yeah.
forgot. Okay, I'm trying to Roy Jones some shit. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
but that's
Right.
where I am to the point, and and I want to also bring that up too, and that's why I said, cause this is a perfect point to get to what you was trying to bring up to goals, like you just heard Drib his little goals and shit. Me personally, y'all just gonna have to watch my shit, man. I'm not telling nobody nothing. I ain't telling nothing. Just watch my shit. If you really invested, you really fuck with me, watch my shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you fuck with us, watch my shit. It's gonna be benefits. Like I guarantee it. You know what I'm saying? We got everything going. Like we got merch. We got people. If y'all need shit, we got y'all. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want
Yeah.
merch, if you wanna start selling shirts, bro, holler at me. Or sis, holler at me. If y'all want to start selling beauty products, holler at me. Like I am the person to hook you up. I got you. Like I got shit for you. Like we got that. So that's what I'm saying. Like but we serious shit. Like we don't play no games with motherfuckers. We don't do the price game and just how much is this, how much is that, how much. We sit down and if you really want to do shit, let's talk business and let's put that. We don't do with
Yeah.
no kitty bullshit. We don't do no bullshit. Put that shit to the side. Don't even come with that energy. You know what I'm saying? This is all about business. Like, cause I definitely don't. When I see that energy, I go the other way. I don't deal with that type of energy, man, when it comes to the business and shit. And everybody, you can ask anybody who done, you know what I'm saying, in business with us and shit, especially like niggas like Harrison, you know what I'm saying? My nigga, I got people out in Florida, man, everybody. AIK, I got everybody. Niggas who done business with me and do business with us and everything we do, like our church, our clothes, all that shit, top notch. They love it and they don't go nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? So y'all I'm finna turn it up and do a little bit more advertising on that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can get that shit. But I'm telling you right now, from right here, don't come with that silly ass energy. You know what I'm saying? Come with some real shit. If you really about some shit, trying to do some entrepreneur shit, I got you. And it's as simple as I got stuff to where you don't even got to deal with me. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like me, if you don't like me, fuck it. Still, I go to the website. You can make your own clothes there. You don't even need me. Hoodies, socks, t-shirts, hats, everything. Embroidered, DTG, screen print, whatever you want. Just go to the website. blackmoneymedia.live. Custom drip. Make your own shit. Order what you want. You know what I'm saying? If you do fuck with me, holler at me. I'll give you a fucking price break. That's the benefits. You know what I'm saying? It's already low as hell. But I'll give you another price break if you my folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what it is. So we turning up. So watch. You know what I'm saying? Just watch. So shit. Let them know what you got. Cassandra, Miss Goody Two Shoes. Let them know what you got going on.
I am modeling and promoting and music, and I'm sleepy.
Sleep. I seen the pictures with the babies too. They is nice. They're nice. I seen them.
That was our first family photo. Like, I ain't never did no maternity shoot. I ain't had no newborn picture shoots, none of that shit. So that was our first family photo shoot. You know, shout out to the photographer, Canon Shooter, on the family photos, and shout out to Keith Snaps on the single photos, because I did my own little one-on-one, and I have another one coming up, and I got some shit popping off with the kids, and yeah, about to get back into my promoting. I'm gonna try to link up with some local people and try to build my resume that way for a little bit.
Oh yeah. For sure. Already, cuz shit, you already know we here, we back you up 100%. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check cuz out, Miss Goody Two Shoes, on all platforms.
Yep, y'all check me out. I'll be here. I'll follow back.
Already. And you got something else too that you ain't even mentioned. See,
cuz you got music coming too?
Who?
Yeah, me and Cuz gonna do a song together, but I got some shit that I'm about to work on for real behind the scenes.
She trying to listen, this is the deal. Y'all hear it first. Y'all hear it here. Cuz she trying to do the promotion thing. So like she has a promotion company, you know what I'm saying? She trying to get that shit cracked. So
already. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna say the name just yet, for real. I'm not gonna just air it all out there, because like you said, some shit do gotta be up under the wraps and stuff. But yeah, I do. The promoting thing is I'm about to. That's why I said I'm about to link up with a couple people to rebuild my resume, because I haven't done anything since I've been in Arizona. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's almost 4 years ago now. So if I do a little year out here to build locally, build my resume, get my pictures back up, you know what I'm saying? Get some updated, fashion shots, because y'all know every time I step through the motherfucking building, a bitch is
dressed. Sleep. I cried. Already, man. Well, y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all check us out, man. Y'all appreciate y'all for hanging out with us, man. And y'all be cool. Be safe, like I always say, man. Tell somebody you love them. We got a lot of stuff going on. People dying, people getting killed, just everything. Just it's a lot of shit going on, man. We we love y'all. Facts. We love y'all. If ain't nobody told y'all, man, we love y'all, man. And
share a smile.
Later, man. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? if you so used to just being, resting bitch face or resting man face or whatever you want to call it, just resting face, you know what I'm saying? Try to look yourself in the mirror and practice smiling at yourself. Damn it.
Yeah, that's a good advice.
Yeah, facts. Because a lot of people need that. And hug a motherfucker too, man. You
Hug
never
a
know.
motherfucker.
And put your mask on too. They might have some fucked up breath.
And some gloves. You might need some gloves because not everybody's still washing their hands.
Right, that vid
so
out here.
latex it up, rubber gloves, whatever. It's cold outside, so you need them winter gloves on for sure.
Facts. Big facts, man. But shit. All right, y'all. You already know what it is. Talking shit. Episode 45, man. And we out. Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.